And then here are my liquid lipsticks. I don't have that many of them. I've sort of moved away from liquid lipsticks as a whole. Let's start with these guys. These are the Too Faced Peach Puff, what are they called? Too Faced Peach Puff Diffused Matte Lipsticks. I really like these. Some people are kind of bothered by them because they do have that sort of like puff applicator on them. But I don't mind because I'm just using them for myself. I'm very careful about not using lipsticks if I'm sick or anything like that, so I don't tend to be bothered that much by these. I actually really like how these go on. I have the shades Scary Spice, which is this one I'm swatching here. I also have Velvet Rope and Day Drinking. I really like how they're like soft. They're matte, but they're not uncomfortable matte. They never fully dry down, but they look matte. So I really like these. I think they've been discontinued now, which kind of bums me out because I do think these are a really good formula, but I am going to keep all three. Next, I have a Nars Power Matte Lip Pigment. This one is in the shade Lowrider. I don't know where I got this. This had to have been probably a lucky bag or something. I would have never purchased this shade for myself. This is a vibrant corally pink. It's very, very bright. I think it's looking a little more orange on camera, but it's a little more pink in real life. I would not have purchased this for myself if I'm honest. It's just not a color I would have picked because I won't wear it very often. I've worn it a couple times and it does look really nice, but it's a bit more adventurous than I would normally go for. So I think this is going in my we'll see how I'm feeling when I move pile. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Lips. I have the shade Dolly Bird here. I swear I'm not gonna swatch everything, but I'll swatch this one for you as well. This is sort of your traditional liquid lipstick formula. It is like a soft sort of creamy formula. It does dry down, but not fully, so it's not uncomfortable. This is fairly pinky nude. It's a little nuder than I would normally wear. Again, I got this in a subscription box, I think also a lucky bag. I am going to keep this, but it may not survive my next lip declutter. We'll have to see how much I use it. This is the Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick in the shade Out Loud. This is a mini. I really liked these. I absolutely love the formula. My only gripe with them is that they dry out way too quickly, so you really have to use them very, very fast. I don't love this shade in particular, although I did get quite a bit of use out of it. It is definitely expired though. It is dry, it is cakey, it is goopy. It's gotta go. Next I have the Nudestix Magnetic Plush Paint. This is in Waikiki Rose. I don't have anything to say about this one really, good or bad. It's just sort of fine. Like it's a nice color, the formula's fine. It's just, it doesn't really excite me. I genuinely think I've worn this once. I might put this in the maybe pile and we'll see where I'm at, but I don't think I'll end up keeping this one. This is the Glossier Play Vinylic High Shine Lacquer, lip lacquer. I have the shade Pony, which is this sort of browny, purpley nude kind of shade. I do really like this. I am actually just about out of it, so I'm gonna try and finish this up before I leave, and then I can throw out the packaging when it is empty. This is the Sleek Matte Me liquid lipstick in the shade Birthday Suit. I hate this. It is drying. It is uncomfortable to wear. I think it's gross. I do not want to keep it. I got this in a BoxyCharm and I wish I hadn't. The Buxom Vava Plump liquid lipstick in Come to Dolly. This is sort of like a purpley nude shade. I really like this. I think it's nice. This is probably getting close to being expired. I don't know. It still performs well, but it's getting pretty old. So I'm gonna keep it in my try and use it up pile before I go, but I will probably get rid of this before I leave just because I think it is getting a bit old. I have two Bite Amuse Bouche liquefied lipsticks. I have the shades Chutney here and Infuse. Chutney is sort of a lighter nude shade and Infuse is this deeper shade. Infuse is very patchy. It does not apply well. It doesn't last on the lips very well. So I'm going to get rid of that one, but I do like Chutney. I think it is a really pretty liquid lipstick. It's comfortable, it looks really nice on the lips, so I am going to keep that one. All right, and here I have my sort of bullet or stick lipsticks or palette. I don't really know how to sort these, so I'm just gonna put them all on the table and we'll go through them. Okay, I have a really large lipstick collection and I definitely don't need this many lipsticks, so I'm hoping to pare this down by a good bit. I just don't think it's really necessary for me to have all of this, especially with how little lipstick I'm actually wearing lately. So let's start with this guy. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I think it's called just the lip palette. So it comes with a bunch of different shades, a metal mixing plate, and a brush, so you can kind of customize and create your own shades. It's hard to sort of tell, but I do have lots of dents in a lot of these, but I think this is getting close to being expired. So I am going to keep it until I move, but it will not be moving with me. I think it is too old. This is my second newest lipstick. This is a Lethal Cosmetics lipstick. I have the shade Venture, which is this sort of kind of taupey brown shade. Ugh, wish my camera would focus. There we go. I really like this. This is very new to me. I am keeping it. I have a mini of the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick. I have Pillow Talk. I got this in a duo with my Pillow Talk lip liner. Hoping that shows up. I really like this. I will not pay full price for this. I think Charlotte Tilbury is a little bit expensive and overrated for what you get. Overall, this is just not my favorite lipstick formula, and I think it's dupable in other formulas, but I am glad to have this little mini and I am going to use it up. I have 4 of these Animal Crossing and ColourPop Just a Tint lip crayons. I have Cherry, Apple, Orange, and Peach. I do really like these. I think the orange one smells a little weird. But overall, I do really like these. I think they are a really nice option for summer because they are glossy and soft and they give just a little bit of a hint of color. I am going to keep all 4. This one is the Fenty Slip Shine lipstick in Tang Thang. So it's the bright orange one. I do really like this. I think it is a little bit out of the box for me. Sorry, my hand's a bit stained, but I do really like this. I think it's something kind of unique to my collection. I don't own much orange, and I do think this is really good, so I am going to keep that. Speaking of not owning a lot of orange, this is the e.l.f. Sheer Slick Lipstick in Orange Crush. It is very similar. I think the e.l.f. one's a little more peach, but overall they're very close. I actually bought this to see if they are a comparable dupe. Personally, I think the Fenty one is better. It lasts a little bit longer, the pigment stays a little stronger, and I like how it makes my lips feel better. But this is a pretty good one, especially because it is so much cheaper than the Fenty one. So if you're in the market, this might be a good one. I may end up passing this one to someone else. It is in my maybe pile for now. I have 2 of these ColourPop and Disney lipsticks. I have the shade Belle here, which is a sort of deeper nude. And then I also have Ariel, which is a more sort of pinky nude. Oh, this angle is so bad, I'm sorry. Both of these are going in my maybe pile. I like them, I think they're good quality, but I genuinely haven't used them in a very long time. So I think if I don't use them much before I leave, they'll probably go. I have MAC Noblesse here. This is a really, really dark purple. It almost looks black in the tube. It is very, very dark. I will never wear this. I'm not going to ever reach for this, so this is getting decluttered. Another purple I am not generally a fan of. This is a Too Faced sort of peach lipstick. I don't have the name. This is in the shade Drunk Dial though. Again, it's a slightly lighter shade, but it's still just, it's too dark. I'm not ever going to wear it, so that's getting decluttered. This one is the newest lipstick in my collection. This is the Huda Beauty new Power Bullet Cream. It is this sort of soft pinky nude. This is the shade Honey Bun. I really enjoy this. I think this is a really, really good formula. I would consider buying more of these if I didn't have all this going on, but I do really like this. I think this is good. I am keeping it. I have 4 of the Bite Beauty lip crayons. I have 3 minis and a full size. This one is the shade Amaretto, so it's this sort of nudie brown kind of color. This one is the shade Sazerac. It is also a nudie brown, but it's a little bit darker in my opinion. This one is the shade Añejo. It is a darker, almost plummy brown. And this one is Negroni. It is a very, very bright, true red color. I do really like all of these. I do wear all of them, so I am going to keep all 4. I have 4 of these Fenty Beauty Matamoselle lipsticks. I have Griselda, which is this very deep brown kind of color. I'm hoping my camera's focusing on that. I have Spanked, which is a sort of pinky nude color, more pink. I would say more pink than nude. I have Flamingo Acid, which is actually a lot brighter than it looks in the tube. It's more of like a bright kind of cherry red with a little bit of purple to it. And then I also have Thick, which is a little more nude than Spanked. Thick and Spanked I wear all the time, pretty equally. I really don't need to keep both, but I probably am going to because I do really like them both. Griselda, I don't ever wear. I'm not going to wear it, so that's getting decluttered. And then Flamingo Acid is going in my maybe pile. This is a ColourPop lippy stick in the color Candy Paint. This smells terrible. I am certain it is expired, so this is getting thrown in the bin. This is a mini of the MAC lipstick in Whirl. It is just this sort of nude brown kind of color. I really like this one. I am just about out of this. I don't have a lot left, so I'm gonna try and use it up before I go. Next, I have one of the Lush Cosmetics lipsticks. I don't know the shade name. I'm sorry, the sticker on the bottom is gone now, but it just looks like this. It's sort of like a orangey rich brown. I don't know if you could tell doing that swatch. It's very pulley because it is very dried out and expired. It smells pretty awful now. It smells like a Crayola crayon, but like worse. I don't like it. It's definitely expired. It was beautiful when it was brand new, but it's definitely not good anymore, so that's gonna go. Another one that is expired is this Tony Moly Petite Bunny Gloss Bar. This is in sort of like a peachy, reddy orange shade. I'm hoping that that shows up. It's definitely expired. There's not a lot left of it, but it's gross now, so it's gotta go. Next, I have the Nars Velvet Lip Pencil in Cruella. This is the sort of deep reddy shade. I'm hoping that's showing up on camera properly. I did really like this. I used up quite a bit of it, but personally, I prefer the Bite Pencil in Negroni better. So I will be decluttering this one. I have a MAC lipstick in the color Mocha. It is this sort of warm, chocolatey nude. I'm hoping that's focused. I like this. I probably don't need to keep it because it does match a lot of my other lipsticks, but I do really like this one. So I will be keeping it. I also have the MAC Viva Glam 3, this sort of rich kind of browny purple shade. I really like this one. I think this is a really good shade. I am going to keep it. My last one here from MAC is in the shade Dubonnet, which is the sort of really famous, deep, rich red. Oh, my hand is stained everywhere. I really like this one. I think this is a really nice color. I don't own a lot of reds, but I do think this is really nice, and so I am going to keep this just to have the option of a sort of deeper, more brick red. Here I have a Bite Amuse Bouche lipstick, a full size in the color Meringue. This is a very sort of nude pink. It's very soft on my lips, and I think it's actually a little bit too light for me. It kind of washes me out. So I am going to pass this along. I also have a multi-stick from Bite in the shade Gelato. This is definitely not my shade, unfortunately. It is so pretty. It's this sort of purpley gray taupe. I love it. I think it's gorgeous, but it looks awful on me, so I am going to pass that along too. Next, I have the Nudestix Lip and Cheek Pencil. This is in the color Mystic. This is a very similar shade to the Gelato Multi-Stick from Bite. It just doesn't really work on my skin tone. I don't love it on, so I am going to pass this on to someone else. This is a Nars Satin Lip Pencil in the shade Rakugian. I think that is how it's pronounced. I do really like this. I think this is a beautiful sort of My Lips Better color. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure this is expired as it smells very weird and is performing very weird. So I am going to throw this one out. I would consider repurchasing this one, but I have to burn through some of my other lipsticks first. I have two mini multi-sticks from Bite. I have Almond and I have Brioche. Let's see, these are pretty similar. So this one is Almond and that one is Brioche. Almond is a little bit darker, Brioche is a little bit lighter. I think I like Brioche a little bit better, so I'm going to keep Brioche and I am going to pass along Almond. And then finally, I have 4 of the mini Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipsticks. I have Tannin here, which is a very nice red. Actually, you know what? I am going to swatch this one beside Negroni here to see how different they are. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I actually will keep Tannin as well. Tannin is a little like more of a richer true red. Negroni is a little bit more orange red. And then Dubonnet is a bit darker and a more rich red. So that gives me 3 red options that are different from each other. I also have Date, which is sort of a nice kind of nude color. I have Chai, which is a bit darker, a little more reddish brown. And I have Sake, which is kind of like a purpley brown, actually. In terms of like purpley taupes, this is definitely the color that looks better on me. It's a little bit deeper. It's got a little more plum to it than the more gray ones that I've decluttered. So I am going to keep Sake. I think Chai is a little bit more unique to my collection than Date. So I am probably going to pass on Date and I'm going to keep Chai. So in these bins here is everything that I am keeping or keeping for right now. And this is everything I am decluttering. I will put the actual numbers on the screen and in the description box in case you're interested, but I'm pretty happy with this. I do like to hoard my lipsticks. I definitely don't need as many as I have, but I do really like the ones I have, so I'm not mad at this declutter. Keep your eyes out for part 3, which is going to be base and complexion products. That will be my next collection and declutter video. I hope you enjoyed this style of video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!